Variable Geo, also known simply as VG, is a 2D all-female fighting game originally developed by Giga for the PC-98 series of Japan computers, and was later ported over to the pcengine home console retitled Advanced VG by Technical Group Laboratory, or TGL. TGL would go on to make a more general audience version of the game for the PC Engine, unlike its PC-98 predecessor, which was an erotic game for adult audiences. But for the most part, this series is largely known only in Japan, with updated home versions coming out for both PS1 and Sega Saturn. Along with these changes, TGL would also incorporate a more general story which would be more akin to the other fighters of the time, where challengers compete for things like money and power. And the lovely contenders in VG are not only skilled martial artists, but waitresses who represent the family restaurant which they work for. This would definitely make you think twice before sending food back, huh? Now in Japan, family restaurants are a big thing, and many of the restaurants in VG are parodies of family restaurant chains in real life. Take for instance the main character Yuka Takeuchi and the restaurant she works for, Hannah Miller's. It's a parody of a chain called Anna Miller's. Yuka even wears the same uniform the real restaurant was known for. Another example of this is Yuka's rival, Satomi Yajima, and her restaurant Bikuri Monkey, which parodies the chain Bikuri Donkey. I got to eat here once and it was real good. Now on to the gameplay. VG is pretty standard fare in this department, and it plays pretty much like every other fighting game of the 16-bit era, and would be considered pretty bare bones by today's standards. You have 4 buttons consisting both high punches and low kicks and low punches, pretty standard stuff. The game has a few different modes with things like story mode, normal mode, and versus mode. Story mode follows the main story of the game in which you take control of Yuka, who enters the tournament to better herself as a fighter. Ryu. But then discovers that there's something more sinister going on. I'm quite fond of the story of Advanced VG, and I'm glad it strays away from its hentai-themed PC counterpart to deliver a story that's original to this version of the game. A story of glory and power, baby cloning, club dancers, panty shots, rivals, bunny girls, and frickin' ninjas! There's also the option to play normal mode with any of the girls, and they each have their own endings. One thing I really liked is how the characters shared spoken dialogue with each other before each match. I thought it was a neat touch, and pretty original back then. Also, the music in Advanced VG is quite good, and all the tunes seem to fit the characters and set the mood for the stage. One of my favorite themes is that of rave dancer Ayako in the club stage Soto, which also had a really catchy techno tune which was pretty cool for 1994. Overall though, Advanced VG is kind of mediocre, unless you're wearing your nostalgia glasses. But it's not a bad game by any means, just very straightforward, no-frills fighting, much like the original Street Fighter 2. For me though, it was one of my earlier PC Engine imports, so I think I tend to see it in a different light. But for around $20 complete or less, it's definitely worth a play. What did you guys think about this series, or other series that originated from hentai games? Please let me know in the comments below, and if you liked this video and want to see more like it, then please like and subscribe.